Hey guys, I'm Richard, CEO of altFINS. In this trading video, I will show you just one of many ways that I go about using the platform to find some trading ideas. In this case, I was looking for some resistance breakouts as well as new local highs to see if I can find some interesting gems. So yeah, I'm on the screener, and a couple of preset filters that I like to use is the resistance breakout or resistance breakout in uptrend, and also this one, new local high, 15 periods in. Since we are on a daily time interval, 15 periods means in the last 15 days. Let's go ahead and do that. I think I started with the 15 period new local highs, and what that means is that this preset filter basically finds assets that have made a new local high above and beyond the prices in the last 15 days. Now, if this was on an hourly time interval, that would mean in the last 15 hours, but of course the candles would be also hourly candles or hourly time interval, and you would probably get a whole different set of results here. So if you like to trade shorter trade frequencies or higher frequencies but shorter sort of time intervals, you can go down to lower time intervals, and that requires obviously more time and spent monitoring your positions. But on back to the daily time interval, I'm looking at a few here. Looks like it's just breaking above the resistance here, or hitting new sort of local high, but not quite there. Arbitrum looks like has made a new local high here. So let's, if we hide the volume, we can see it better. Here we go. Oops. Do that again. PENDLE. PENDLE is the one that got my attention because the reason I like this one, there's a confluence. I'm looking at others real quick as well. There's a confluence of signals here. One is, notice how the price had gotten rejected at the $1.55 resistance here. Right there is the $1.55 resistance. It's hard to see in the chart perhaps. It got rejected back in mid-June, then again a little more than a week ago, and now it's breaking through that. When the price sort of reaches a resistance, pulls back like it has here, but made a higher low versus the prior low, that shows that the buyers stepped in again, pushed the price back up there. The sellers showed up here, pushed the price back down. There was some profit taking, but again it made a very shallow pullback, and now it's breaking above that level where it got rejected a couple of times. On top of that, this is the 200-day moving average, so it's breaking above that 200-day moving average. That made for a very stiff resistance zone. When you see a horizontal resistance level line up with a 200-day moving average, that makes for a very stiff resistance zone, but also even a more critical level. And 200-day moving average is always a critical level, because when it's broken above, it's typically a signal of uptrend, right? So for all these reasons, this breakout seems more robust and critical and telling than some of the others that are still trading below the 200-day moving average. Now I could adjust this filter and say, show me only all those assets that have crossed above the 200-day moving average in the last 5 days. I could shorten that time interval, but let's just see if I get any. Right, well, really, this is the only one. And now let's take a look. What are the trends for PENDLE? PENDLE is down here. So the trend ratings on the short-term basis, it's in the strong uptrend. but on the medium-term basis still neutral, and long-term actually still down. Now, so this is kind of a fresh or early stage bullish trend reversal, and I particularly like to use the medium-term trend, which is not too early, the short-term trend can switch quickly and change quickly, but the medium term is more established, but still not too old, if you will. There's still room for upside. So, it's at neutral, but clearly there are signs that with the 200-day moving average break above it, there are signs that the trend is reversing to the upside. And so that's what I wanted to also point out. Now, I found the same result when I went and used the resistance breakout preset filter. Let's go ahead and open a new tab here and use that filter, resistance breakout. Okay, different results in some cases. All right, let's add the support and resistance, or you can also say, let's add the default analytics. Adding default analytics to the charts by default adds support and resistance, the 200-day moving average, the RSI, and MACD indicators. Those are kind of the key indicators that I like to have in my charts. The support and resistance, 200-day moving average, RSI, and MACD. And we see some other interesting situations here. Uniswap, it looks like it's also breaking above 330. Arbitrum is again on that list, just like it was on the prior list. And here PENDLE is again on that list as well. So there's a couple of ways that I could have found this breakout. Okay. Now, if you want to get maybe a little more help with how to go about your trade setups, your entry level, your potential price targets and stop loss, you can use the AI trade setup button here, and it may take a few seconds, so let's go ahead and wait for that. You can also close it and do some other things and come back to it if you wanted to, but here it is, it just popped up. Okay, let's just make it okay. It's a bullish breakout above resistance with strong short-term momentum, and rising relative volume suggests further upside potential. Okay, then it summarizes the trends, the support and resistance levels that we also saw in the chart, right? And volume analysis, relative volume is elevated, which is a positive as well. And now it tells you the entry would be basically aligned with the resistance 1 breakout, which is basically now. This is the level that let's see. Let's go back to the PENDLE chart here. Here we go. Actually, let's do it this way. I'm just going to find PENDLE. That way I have it here on the left-hand side. And get back to, now if you want to get back to your trade setup, use this button up on top, the AI Copilot, because if you use this button again, this may rerun the AI trade setup and take another credit from your daily credits that you have. So you don't want to do that. Just click on the top AI Copilot button to get back to the trade setup that we already have. And yes, basically, this entry level is the level that the price is at right now. So that would be the entry. It says the potential target is 220. Okay, so that's the next major resistance. It seems kind of a stretch to me a bit. I think a little more modest target would be somewhere halfway there. Maybe these peaks here at $2. Round numbers like $2, $1, $3, $10, those round numbers are typically also resistance levels, and you can see there's some resistance here in the past. So I'd say $2 is the more appropriate realistic price target. So that would be, it says here 40%, 41% potential upside to $2.20. So from here to $2 would be less than that, probably about 30% potential upside. And it tells you the stop loss would be just below the daily low of $1.45. Actually, I would put the stop loss, so if my upside here from here is from $1.56 to $2, let's call it about 45 cents, and I want my risk reward ratio to be 1 to 2, so I risk $1 for every potential upside of or reward of $2. That means if my upside is 45 cents, then I don't want my downside to be more than half of that. So half of 45 cents is about, call it 22 cents. So 22 cents, that would be 155 minus 22 cents is 133. Okay, I could probably, so I'm also looking at the most recent down swing low, and the swing low was $1.37 here, right? If the price pulls back below this level, it makes a lower low, and that would invalidate this breakout and my trade setup. Okay, hey, it happens. There's always some percentage of trades that will go bust, but we have to be prepared for it. We have to have the right stop loss level. We have to have the right trade size, right? And so that's what we're doing here. And so I would place the stop loss at just below this swing low. So if the prior swing low was $1.37, as I said, I would put it at $1.35 or so. Okay, which is pretty much gets me to that 2 to 1 reward to risk ratio. And that's another risk management technique. You got to have your stop loss, you got to have your trade size. Your trade size should be small. It should not be, you should never risk more than 2% of your equity. And then it's the risk to reward ratio, right? You want to have a favorable, at least 2 to 1 reward to risk ratio, or 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So I always want to be in a position to earn. If I'm risking $1, I want to earn potentially $2. If my downside is $1, then I want to be able to also say that my potential upside is $2. Right? This is also very important. That way, even if your if your win rate is 50%, 55, 60%, if you take the right risk reward trades, then you will still be winning. Okay, so this is how I use the AI trade setup to help me think through the individual levels. Now, I don't necessarily take this as a Bible. It's a good starting point, but then I also still look at the chart and think about what's realistic, or like I said, a good rule of thumb in terms of stop loss levels is just below the prior swing low. Now, not always, you don't always get that kind of setup. Sometimes the price moves faster. So there's different techniques in how to appropriately set the stop loss levels. Also, I wanted to show you that if you are going to use this preset filter, you can also create an alert out of it. Resistance breakout. Okay, you can give it more description here. You can apply it just to your portfolio or just to your watch list, and then you'll receive emails and alerts on the platform. So if I come here, I'm already getting them. Resistance breakout alerts here. You can manage the alerts that you have right here. This is the one that I just set up here. I can delete it. Also, you can manage here where you're going to get the alerts as well. So you can receive them obviously here on the platform. You can receive them via email. You can also receive them via the mobile app. You can even receive the alert notifications on the web browser. Okay, so there are really 4 options now available to you in terms of alerts. If this is the kind of trade setup that you're looking for, then you should set up an alert for that, and then use the AI trade setup button and that functionality and the feature to help you with the actual trade setup, price target, stop loss, and entry level as well. All right, everyone, I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, please email us at invest@altfins.com. Otherwise, keep in mind that this video was for informational purposes only, not meant to be financial advice, and always do your own research and decisions. Good luck trading.